Well, brothers and sisters, welcome home. As we reopen from pandemic and continue this new phase of our parish life, we've been busy. So I want to not only welcome you back to our parish church as we prepare to continue our reopening process, but also to show you some of the wonderful things we've been able to do during this time and not to waste this time of prayer, this time of preparation that we have been doing at Holy Family Parish. Before we go inside, there are a few things here in our parking lot I want to show you. First thing is our cross. The cross was one of the very first things that was built here on our property when it was acquired in the 1980s. And since then, it has been a testament to our Christian faith and our gathering here on Governor Burke Road. Back at Easter time, one of the arms of the cross nearly fell off. And so part of our community, members of our parish family, constructed a new one for us and stained it with a new watertight seal so that it will be able to serve us and be a testament to our faith for many years to come. Also, in our parking lot, we have new, brighter LED traffic lights to be able to see and to come in and go out safely as we come to worship God and have our many events and meetings here on our campus. That was the fruit of your generosity during our Let Your Light Shine campaign back in December. And finally, just a few little housekeeping things. We covered the cracks in the parking lot, so that way we'll be able to continue to work and to improve our parish facilities here at Holy Family. But let me show you inside. As you come in, the first thing you may notice is new doors. Our last ones finally broke, and so we were able to find these new doors that not only express our faith with the cross, but also have energy-efficient glass to help with our utility bills and to be easier to get into and go out of, with a new electronic lock system for individuals and groups. As you come into the atrium, you may notice the holes are gone. We're able to repair our walls and to paint all of the surfaces here, not only in the atrium, but throughout our church building, and to provide this new seating area, especially for our families and those with young children, so they can worship and they can feel secure here in our church building and watch the Mass on our brand new video screens, which are live streamed to the sanctuary. If you go through our atrium to the other end of the building, this used to be a hallway. And yet we've needed some more space, not only for Deacon Bert and me, but also visiting priests to get ready for Mass and to get vested. And so we've remodeled the hallway and redone the very end of the building to be an expanded sacristy for the priests and deacons to get ready here at the church. And also, for our families, we've added a second bathroom on the upstairs level to avoid having people line up and wait to use facilities while they're here for a meeting or for Mass. But more than just the clergy of Holy Family, we want to make sure we have enough facilities for our volunteers as well. Our generous sacristans for many years have been crammed shoulder to shoulder in the small room that's now the second bathroom. And so part of our project has been to renew and update a larger sacristy, so there's enough room for all of our ministers to prepare the things that need to be taken care of for Mass and to keep our church in a good and clean condition. Our second project was a dedicated office for Hispanic ministry. So when our parishioners come to schedule baptisms, weddings, quinceañeras, and other events, they can do that in a welcoming environment that's workable and usable. And so we're very pleased to provide this space dedicated for our Hispanic ministry here at Holy Family. But of course, the centerpiece of not only our building, but our parish life is here in our church. This is where we spent the most amount of time, energy, and resources. First thing you notice if you come in the side door is our new baptismal area, which takes up less room than the last one. Now this baptismal font was just being stored in the pavilion, made by one of our early parishioners back when Mass was said in the pavilion, and just stored. And so we're now able to bring it out and use it, and to save room for more seating for more parishioners. Also, you'll notice that the windows are the same. but not for long. The current frames of those windows are rotten. And so to keep our church safe and protected from the elements, we've ordered new window frames. Now the stained glass panels will stay the same, but the wood frames that they're set into will be replaced when they arrive. Like I said, the reason for making this change to our parish was to provide for more seating. And so throughout our church, we not only have new pews on order to be able to seat more people, but also have rearranged some of the seating to be more efficient and to fit more people in our church. The beautiful thing is that many of these pieces, the chairs that are here, as well as the baptismal font that has been in our church for many years, are going to be repurposed on our campus for seating for meetings, and in the case of our baptismal font, to be the centerpiece of a new parish garden between our church building and our office. Church, along the back wall, you'll see new Stations of the Cross. These were hand-painted from a church up in Philadelphia and were purchased a couple of years ago when we first started talking about our renovation project. They depict the scenes of the stations and so are able to be more catechetical for people who follow the stations. And the ones that were up here before will be transferred downstairs to our education center so that our young parishioners can learn also of the mysteries of the Stations of the Cross. The project you'll probably notice first, though, is our sanctuary. As I mentioned when we talked about this project to begin with, our sanctuary was starting to deteriorate and the floor was starting to give way in certain places. And so the sanctuary platform we had was completely removed and replaced with sturdy, long-lasting materials. We put new tile down to be a nice, long-lasting material, and then also had the chance to replace the back altar. It's a beautiful story behind that. That when the fellows came to work on the altar supports, they said, "Father, here's this plywood that was used for the back altar. What do you want to do with it?" I said, "Well, just put it back where it was." And they said, "Father, we'd love to make you something new. We'd love to make you something that's beautiful." Because they could see from the example of being here and being among our parish how important the tabernacle was, how important that part of our sanctuary is. And so they built us a new altar from scratch and brought it in just in time for the dedication. As you look on top of that altar, you'll see a new tabernacle and new candlesticks and new sanctuary lamp. Those were bought from a closed church in Philadelphia so that here at Holy Family, we could enjoy these beautiful fruits of faith of other faith communities and continue to respond to the growth here in our own parish. So these have been stored now for over a year, waiting for us to be able to use them. You'll also see a new sanctuary lamp and new sanctuary chairs that match. They came from the same closed church. So as you can see, even during a pandemic, we've been busy. At the same time as we've been working on our facilities, we've upgraded our technology, both our sound system and video, to be able to be more accessible to those parishioners who join us from home now to worship with us and to pray with us. And so finally, I want to say thank you. It's only because of your generosity to our building fund collection that we've been able to do any of this. We weren't able to get enough money together to do the complete renovation we planned on, to turn the church and to do the ceiling. But we've been able to do so much because of what you have done for us. And so, dear brothers and sisters, thank you for your generosity, and welcome home.